No one outruns their past. Been a long.
But could you kill him? Get the e-brake for me, would you, darling?
Happy 20th anniversary. How exciting for this franchise.
Amazing. 20 years.
20 years, long time. Prior to this film, you had 4 that you've been the driver in the driver's seat on these films. You know, when there were moments that people thought they couldn't take this story anywhere else, you somehow found a new terrain. So I'm just curious to know what drives you.
You know, I didn't even know what drove me, because when I left, I thought that was it, you know? And, but then Vin would just call me out of the blue, and we would be catching up as friends, but then he would start talking about Dominic Toretto and what he's doing and what the other characters are doing. And I thought, oh, okay, thanks, that's great. But I now look back, and I think he was just planting seeds, you know? Because I feel like this is such a big part of my life. And, you know, when the idea of Jacob and exploring like our theme and further exploring our theme of family through blood came, it felt like, okay, there's new energy, and let's go for it. I never want to make film just to make films. But on this one, because there was this new idea, it really kind of inspired me. And then when I came back, it just felt like, wow, it's like I never left, you know? And I have much greater appreciation, I think, for the cast, for the crew, and everybody on this one.
Task of creating the finale weighed on me 5, 6, 7 years ago. I started to kind of feel like I was getting closer and closer to Fast 10. And so what Justin brings is, for me personally, as an artist, a shorthand. For the production as a whole, a commitment that's unparalleled. Living in mine.
We going wild. We on the loose.
Not today.
You also wrote the screenplay. So I'm curious to know, what is your thought process when you plan those action sequences? Because they were really intense. I mean, is there an important element to you? And then is there the pressure that it needs to live up compared to the past one?
I mean, if there's any pressure, it's probably from myself, just because, you know, I always want to keep growing, you know? And so when I started, I never grew up wanting to, or thinking I was going to be able to make action movies. So when I started, it was just kind of learning and growing. And so, you know, I think when I came back for this one, it felt like we had to keep evolving, you know, because the characters have evolved. And so I think part of the design has always been about servicing our characters. And the fact that, you know, our universe is now so rich with all these great characters, I felt like we had to really kind of like challenge ourselves and make sure that we stay ahead of it.
Any chances that you may be filming in India, or have you ever filmed in India before?
Oh man, I love India. I mean, I'll tell you, I'm still not giving up, but it was when I asked if I could close off like 8 city blocks, they were like, what? There's like 1,000 businesses that we'd have to close down. Right. But I'm still working on it, so hopefully one day.
That's your mistake. This is my world.
Whoa. Get back, hey, front. Yeah. Even when we die, we raise up.
Fast and Furious has always been that movie that you can watch from anywhere in the world and feel like you belong in Toretto's backyard at that barbecue table.